What's up, guys? It's Carson James from the Wildcard Podcast.
This is Kieran Pruett.
And, yeah, Wildcard Podcast. This is the podcast where Kieran makes fun of my outfits, and I just stand here and act like it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Well, they wear better clothes, I guess.
You know, like my awesome pants that I got from PacSun for $10.
They're
With my shoes that he hates.
makes him look like a leprechaun.
Jerk bag. Riley, roll the intro music.
The Wildcard Podcast.
What's up, guys? We're back, and today we got our first sponsor. So, the Wildcard Podcast episode, what is it again? 7?
8.
8. Yeah. Week 8 is sponsored by Tom Ross Home Inspection. Best home inspection in the game. Quality and speed guaranteed. And if you are a ex or current military serviceman or woman and are a first responder, you get your first home inspection $50 off. So I kind of butchered that. But yeah. So thank you, Tom Ross, for the sponsor. And yeah.
All right, ready to pull our first card?
Let's do it.
Okay, our first card is traveling to Bend for sports.
Traveling to Bend for sports. Who did that?
This is from Max Tycro. He's actually plays. He goes to Bend High School. I played AAU with him in the summer. He's a super cool guy.
Oh, sweet.
His mom's a really talented photographer. Anyway.
Oh, nice.
So, for those who don't know, recently the Salem League, so it was Salem or West Salem, South Salem, Sprague, McKay, McNary, partnered with the 3 schools in Bend, Mountain View, Summit, and
Mountain View, Summit, and something else.
Mountain View, Summit, and Bend.
And Bend.
High schools, and we made a league, and so now all of our games for football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever, they're combined.
Sports.
So we have to drive over the pass for basketball 3 times a year. And for football, they have to go over a couple times. Track, they have to go over. Baseball.
I think it's cool. Like, I mean, some people complain about it, but, like, when you play sports, sometimes, like, some of the most fun memories or some of the most fun about sports is, like, you being in a team stuck on a bus for 3 hours and hanging out. Like, I loved that when I played. It was super fun. Yeah,
the camaraderie you get on the bus trips is really fun. It's just the biggest problem with this is when you drive to Bend on a Tuesday, so you miss basically your entire day of class Tuesday. You leave at like noon. To get there, it's like a 3.
Dude, don't even act like you don't like missing school.
It's nice missing school.
Yeah.
But then you have to come back and make up the class, and then you get back at midnight, 1 in the morning, and have to go to school the next morning at 7:30.
Yeah, but I guarantee you 90% of your team stays up till midnight anyways. In high school, I probably stayed up till 1 or 2 a.m., like more often than not on school nights.
No, most of our team probably doesn't stay up till midnight. Maybe close, but I don't know. But it's a lot different, being in your bed on your phone at midnight than it is, being on a bus driving.
Yeah, but you can sleep on the way home. If you don't sleep on the way home, then
I don't know.
That's on you, bro.
It's really tough though, getting up in the morning.
At football, when we would take the bus somewhere, we always slept on the way back. Always. We were knocked out on the way home. Yeah, dude. For football, anyways, we would be knocked out on the bus on the way home. We'd be so tired.
Were you guys a good football team? Did you win a lot of games? Or were most of your
when I played, no.
Were most of your bus rides back after losses?
I'd say about half and half.
I
know you're trying to be funny, but you're not, Kieran.
It's a lot easier to sleep the pain away after you take an L.
Or it's a lot easier to go to bed knowing you just won. So go to bed, loser.
Actually, when I lose a game, I'm up all night. When I win a game, it's a lot easier to go to bed. But on the bus,
yeah.
I feel like on the bus when you lose a game on the way back,
everyone's all pissed.
everyone's in a bad mood. No one's talking.
No
Got
one's
some people
talking,
asleep.
so you just sit there. Everyone's on their phones.
Yeah.
The one thing I hated about taking buses or whatever for sports, like hours away, your phone always dies. It always dies without fail. And there's that one kid that's got a massive portable charger.
Yep, and everyone's trying to bum off him.
That won't share it. Yeah. And he's not letting anybody touch it.
Yeah. And he's got 100%. He's like, sorry, bro, I'm using it.
Yeah. I'm using it, dude. And he sits there on his phone, but it's not losing percentage, but it's staying there. Yeah. That's annoying. But I think it's fun. People are like, it's not safe or whatever. And it's like, dude, playing the sport is probably more dangerous than driving to the game.
It is sketchy though.
Sport.
Driving through it looks sketchy. It's probably being on the bus is probably the safest place to be, but because of how heavy it is. But driving through, we were going to Mountain View this year for a game.
Sure it's sketch going over passing a bus.
Snowing so hard, and like the road, it was just whited out everywhere.
If it's snowing, that's kind of different.
It was sketchy going over the pass.
That's sketchy. Yeah,
that's what
different.
It means by scary. Like that's why it's dangerous. It's because it's snowing super hard over the pass.
Yeah.
We were within like an hour or 2 hours of canceling the game. Like it was a close call of canceling the game because we didn't know if we could get over the pass.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. But then
then the games get canceled. Like last year, so many games got canceled. There was like teams had to play like back-to-backs, so they'd have to go and get up. Then they have to buy a hotel and spend the night.
That's what we had to do for lacrosse, and we literally freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, because we're not a school sport, so we had to spend way more money than like your basketball team would ever have to. Like, not comparing, saying it's
I know.
Blah, 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 but yeah, no, that's what we had to do, and it was fun.
Yeah.
I'd have it no other way, dude. Lacrosse, it should be a school sport since we have to pay so much, but I like that it's not because we have to pay for things. But
I think that's actually someone has that as a card.
What?
Someone wrote that down as a card. Should lacrosse be a school sport?
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
At a different
I don't know
time.
if it's.
But
might be today. I don't know.
I don't know. I like that. I like that it's not just because we get to go other places, as long as the team can all go there.
Yeah.
And usually the coach is cool enough to let you stay at the hotel with them or like help out if you really need the help. And there's still a board for the team, even though we're not a school sport. We're still a sport, and there's a board, and we have a budget and all that kind of stuff. So like the extra money that we have and the budget that we have in fundraising pays for trips like that. We just have to pay for like the hotel and stuff like that. And it's really not that bad. It's like you're playing with all your friends, kind of like on a little vacation.
Those are the
or
memories
going to a tournament.
Yeah,
no,
it's
like
not gonna be the game.
I'm never gonna forget like going to Bend and going to Sisters and playing the Sally tournament with Johnny and Chad and Marcus and Aiden and all my little brother. We went and played in Sisters together this year. I was a senior, he was a freshman, and he played JV and I played varsity, and he actually got to play one game with me on varsity.
That's super cool.
That's
a cool memory.
It was pretty cool, and it was up in Sisters, and the whole team stayed in the same hotel. We all were swimming in the pool as the whole team, just goofing off, making a bunch of noise, making everybody mad. But I mean,
those are the best memories I have from AAU and my basketball teams, just traveling to Seattle or LA or whatever, just goofing off in the hotel.
Yeah, that's fun. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Going to a hotel with your teammates is so much different than going to a hotel with like just your family. I don't know why. It's just so much more fun. And there's so much to do, even though it's the exact same place.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so fun. Just, I don't know. Because the hotel people know if you're getting a team in there, they know you're going to like mess something up.
Okay. I won't say who, but before the season started, basketball this year, we had a team retreat to Seaside for basketball.
That's fun. I love Seaside.
And so we went, and on one of the nights, it was probably about midnight, and we're all hanging out in the one of the rooms. And we were like in two different rooms, and like the one room had an Xbox. We were all like, okay, let's go to the other room. They're playing it in there. So y'all went, and I walk in. And I walk in, and they're all freaking out. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, the toilet is overflowing. I'm not going to say who because he'd be so butthurt. But they're like, he pooped and flushed, and now it's overflowing. And he was so I go, and for whatever reason, I was the mature one. And I go in there, and there's like, floating on the top of the toilet. It's not going over the rim. And then the whole bathroom is flooded. And it's like seeping out onto the carpet. It's so
No,
bad.
dude.
We were
It's
so
like a Great
funny.
Lake.
So the one of the guys calls down to the front desk. Says, "Hey, this literally says, hey, my friend just took a massive deuce, and the toilet flooded. You need to come help us out." And then the guy,
That's awesome.
the guy downstairs calls is like, "Hey, yeah, so who's your supervisor? Who's your chaperone? Because someone needs to pay for this." So my teammate just hung up the phone real quick. We're like, "Oh crap!" And then we called him back and was like, "Actually, no, he did." Like, he goes, "Actually, who's your supervisor?" And so we were all freaking out that we were gonna have to pay like hundreds of dollars, like if it was any water damage or whatever. So there's like 3 of us. Okay,
man.
the kid who like flooded the toilet, and then me and a couple other kids went down to talk to the front desk, and there was nobody down there.
They were already on the way up to your room.
No, we were right, just like on the second floor, right above the lobby. There was water dripping through the ceiling into the lobby. It was everywhere.
My
it was
gosh.
so gross.
That I was gonna ask if it dripped down
Yeah.
because when I was a kid, I stayed at my Aunt Lisa's house, and I was like probably 4 or 5, and this was like one of my earliest memories. And upstairs they had like a jacuzzi tub, and so she let me take a bath in there, whatever. She was babysitting.
My grandma used to have one of those too. It was super special when we got
And
to take
then
one in
I
there.
filled the thing up, and I just was splashing, dude. I was having a good old time, silly goose time. And then I was splashing, water went everywhere. Probably half the water in the tub was just gone.
All over the floor.
And she comes upstairs and she goes, "Carson, what are you doing?" And I'm like 5, so I'm like, "Nothing." and then basically, long story short, I did the same thing. In the living room, the bath water from my bath as a 5-year-old kid was dripping down on the couch and on the freaking carpet and from the ceiling in their living room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
but in
that's
the car,
fun.
that's tough. But the guy goes, he goes, I went and talked to him, and they went back upstairs, and he's like, "Yeah, I heard as soon as I heard you guys hung the phone up, I heard all your footsteps jumping around, freaking out." He was messing with us the whole time. He's like, "They don't have to pay for it." Yeah.
Oh
But
my
he could tell. He was
gosh.
super cool about it. Came
That's
up,
dope.
switched us rooms. Like, he was super nice. It was awesome. But
That's cool.
He was messing with us, trying to freak us out. 'Cause
Yeah.
He knew that we were a basketball team,
Dude,
staying at the
that's
hotel.
so
He's trying to
funny,
freak us out.
being a hotel guy and
Yeah.
hearing the whole basketball team up there just jumping around like a bunch
Yeah.
of kids
They were
freaking out.
We were all so
That's
scared.
so
that
funny.
Our coach was gonna like be super bad. And,
Dang, that's a good story.
yeah.
But yeah, going to Bend and stuff like that. That's just more memories you make. So
Yeah.
I like that. I'm for it.
Yeah, you know who you are. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
I'll point
who.
at him, dude. This guy, he's watching it. That's funny. All right, let's go. Let's go with the next card before we get somebody in trouble.
This is a little bit of a change of
yeah,
pace.
this is a total change. So this one is about the what do we feel or not? What?
This is the homeless situation
Something
in
about the
downtown
homeless.
Salem.
Yeah, something about the homeless situation in downtown Salem. And then what's his name? Roman.
Yeah.
Roman. I
Roman
don't know.
submitted this one.
Gotcha.
One of my former basketball teammates, actually. Again.
Shout out Roman.
So for those who
Jeez,
not from the
man.
Salem area, the homeless population in Salem is just continuing to grow, and it's really sad and hard to watch how many homeless people there are. And but it's citizens and like residents of Salem are stuck between this, like, we need to help these people and like help them get back on their feet, and stuck between is they can't be camping out like in downtown Salem on the sidewalks everywhere.
Well, because they were originally camping, like on this bridge.
Yeah.
That
Or in
goes to
park,
West Salem.
yeah.
That honestly no one uses. And no one used it, and the Salem made them all. The city of Salem and the police department made them all move. So when they moved from that bridge, now they're all like around the perimeters and every entrance and exit of the downtown mall in Salem.
In Salem and all the cities or all the like businesses, and so
it's disgusting.
People don't want to go into businesses in Salem.
It's worse than Portland, dude.
It's really bad.
Worse than Portland. Downtown Salem, the mall down there, 100% worse than Portland.
You can't walk anywhere, and it's like it's such a horrible situation to be in because you don't want to be like avoiding them and like not treating them like they're human beings, but like you have to you have to step around people sleeping on the sidewalk when you're walking downtown. It's like a horrible thing.
It's hard to because I feel bad, but it's hard. Like logistically, looking at the situation, it's hard to know who to feel bad for. Like,
yeah,
who's really here because they lost their home.
Yeah.
And who's here because they chose to, not chose to, but got addicted to drugs and stuff like that. It's still sad, but like
a large percentage of them have serious mental illness.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of them are.
It blows my mind that they don't have a place for homeless individuals with mental health issues that they're like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's because I know they have the gospel missions and stuff like that. Basically, just places for people to every once in a while eat food and maybe stay a night at.
Uh-huh.
But there really should be a place for the homeless people that actually have like real bad mental stuff going on. Like, not even just mental health. Like, they've really got
medication.
some stuff.
Like,
like
schizophrenia. Schizophrenia or just stuff like that where they're not in the right
personality disorders, all that kind of stuff. They've got it's bad. I don't know if you saw this on Facebook. I'm not going to put it up because it's not super family friendly, but the woman in downtown Salem, she was a homeless lady. She gave birth to a kid on the sidewalk of downtown Salem.
I didn't see that.
And according to the what I read on Facebook or what I saw, the baby didn't make it.
Well, you wouldn't really expect it to. That's really sad.
Well, yeah, no, me neither.
Based on the situation, but
I feel like you should be able to call 911.
I'm sure I don't know.
And then have them, because she obviously had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because I know they charge a lot just to deliver a baby, which is ridiculous to me.
That's crazy.
It's like, oh, you want to have a kid? Okay. Not only do you have to pay for them to basically have a number attached to them, like at their social security and the birth certificate. Well, now you got to pay for us to let your kid be born. But and like for homeless people, because I'm sure there's a lot of homeless women that are pregnant or expecting. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, but I saw that and I was like, wow, because the picture was like of, her on like not her but the car mat like with like blood on it that she was sitting on, and I was like, wow, it's sad. It's really bad down there.
And so they're like all camped around Salem, and so the city of Salem recently they released a proposal for where they're going to allow camping. And I was looking at this map. And it was a map of Salem, and literally, so it was like the map of Salem, and then there was like green shaded in green where like they would allow camping.
Okay.
And so they had some like clarifications of can't be in residential neighborhoods or in certain thing. But looking at it, it was in parks. But all of the schools were on there.
No way.
The airport was on there. The Salem Airport, McNary Airfield, was on there. All just a bunch of weird things that like they didn't think to remove before posting this proposal of like where homeless people should camp. So like literally, if this proposal can't pass, people could go to McNary High School and sleep on the football field because it says that this is allowed for camping.
That's dumb. I don't understand that. Salem's stupid. I feel like every town is stupid in their own way, but I feel like Salem just doesn't care. Like, I don't know, the people that would be the city or whatever, quote unquote, that control all that kind of stuff.
Council members and all
that stuff. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Also, Kate Brown, you suck. But yeah, it's really bad, and I don't know how they're gonna change it. I don't know how they're gonna resolve it. I don't know what it's gonna look like a month from now, let alone a year from now. I don't know if it's ever gonna be solved. But I don't know.
What would you like to see happen?
I don't know. People to be taken care of, even if they can't find a home, because like I don't know if it's just an overpopulated homeless count. Like if there's just too many of them to be staying in a gospel mission or a UGM.
There are.
Or so if that's the case, then why don't
so many people are coming here from California because we have more benefits
or whatever.
Benefits for people we have a higher safety net. So people are like, oh, I can go to Oregon, and
that's so strange.
So people are literally buying bus passes.
I don't know.
California
they're bringing a bunch of stuff to Kaiser and Salem. They brought In-N-Out. They're supposed to be bringing Chick-fil-A. They wanted to put a movie.
That's just to Kaiser. That's not to Salem.
I know that, but like in this general area of Salem, Kaiser, it's the same.
Kaiser's doing a good job right now.
But if they're bringing all this stuff, why don't they try and build another UGM or do something?
UGM is building a facility It's right across the street from where the new police station's going to be. It's going to be like a 3-story like homeless shelter.
That's what we need. So that's what I was wanting.
It's going to be called like Arches or something.
That's good. That's cool.
But the UGM raised like millions of dollars, and then someone donated like a couple $1 million.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So
All right.
I'm really excited for that project because that's really gonna help, I think. But I don't know if that's just gonna encourage more homelessness or like I don't want to say encourage because no one like is like
but encourage more people
to come here
Yeah,
because they're
yeah,
homeless. Yeah.
All right, well, we should probably end on that note because we're getting close to time for halfway through. So enjoy Riley's music. Sorry for getting political. Not sorry. Get it, Riley. What's up, guys? It's the Wild Card Podcast.
We're back for part 2. Okay.
You guys got to watch that.
We wanted to try something weird with the mics there.
That was awesome. All right, so we're back, and Kieran took a whiz. Took a whiz in the bathroom back here, and I scared the crap out of him. So here it is on the video podcast. Kieran just peed. I'm going to scare him. Wow! And now, here it is in slow motion. I got him so good, dude.
This is the last episode
You
of the
guys
Wild
see-
Card
you guys
Podcast.
see his ugly face he made?
Carson and I
when
are no
scared
longer
him?
friends.
Oh, man. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Payback is best served cold.
Yeah.
Is that what the saying is?
Yeah, so I just scared him, and he lost the bet. So I hope you guys enjoyed the punishment video we posted last week. So I got him, dude. You just can't beat me. Other than basketball, you just can't beat me.
If you say so. Okay, I'm drawing this card. I'm a little in my feels right now, guys. I'm a little butthurt. Not gonna lie.
What's this one? Oh, Fairview?
This is Fairview. This is from Haley Williamson.
That's my cousin. Hi, Haley. Also, she got a tattoo that looks like mine, so I'm mad at you for that. Shot fired. Okay, so Fairview. I'm about to go off on you guys.
I hope it looks better than Carson's tattoos.
It doesn't. Mine's cooler. Sorry. Not sorry, Haley. Anyways, so she put Fairview because she knows I'm like a geek about it. So Fairview, yeah. Do you want to explain it?
Well, just Fairview is it used to be a mental health institution in Salem.
Yep.
And is no longer because of some very, very, very sketchy stuff that went down there.
So I did a report on this in high school, and I've got, if you guys are watching the podcast,
he's
tons.
got a fat list of notes.
List of notes.
Several pages long.
So I'll go through some of it. So in 1907, it was called the Oregon State Institution for the Feeble-Minded. In 1933, it was called Oregon Fairview Home. In 1965, it was the Fairview Hospital and Training Center. And then in 1979, it was called the Fairview Training Center. And they had to change the name so much is because of its reputation. So everyone like across the states heard about this place because it was so awful. So the Fairview Training Center was a state-run facility built on a 670-acre plot for people with developmental disabilities in Salem, Oregon. In 1907, Fairview was established as the Oregon State Institution for the Feeble-Minded. The hospital opened on December 1st. And in 1908, the first 39 patients transferred from the Oregon State Hospital for the insane. So it's been around for over 100 years. Patients were reported to have been scalded after refusing to take medication or follow instructions. Do you know what scalding is, dude?
There's pouring boiling water on you.
They strapped their patients onto a table and poured boiling water. Water it's like, what, 212 degrees for water to boil?
Something like that.
And it's probably, I'm sure it's hotter than that because that's till it reached the boil point.
Well, it can't get hotter than that because then it boils.
No, it boils at 212
exactly.
degrees.
So if water gets hotter than that, it turns into a gas. So water
it's called
can't get
steam, and it can get hotter.
If water gets hotter than that, then it's a gas.
I still think water, but the water can
scientifically can't get hotter than that. That's
You know
literally that's literally the point it changes.
Put me in Fairview then. Put me in Fairview then. Anyways, so they were reported to have been scalded if they didn't take their medicine or follow instructions of the people. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
You don't listen to your teacher? Boom.
That's like, so
She
like
strips
right
you
now,
down, straps you
Carson
on the
doesn't
table.
believe me that water can't get hotter, so I just pour boiling water on
Boiling
him.
water on me. Yep, and it doesn't affect me because I'm freaking. What is it called? Immortal.
Oh, I was gonna go with a different word.
I don't know. I was trying to. And okay, I'm gonna read some more of this before you make fun of me. Patients were also reported to have been cremated while conscious after being insubordinate. So, I guess they
Wait,
were.
what?
So I read some things that people said that it was rumored around the hospital. Ex-patients like that are like 80 years
Former
old.
patients,
They
yeah.
got interviewed on this documentary that I also watched about it. They said that they like the really insubordinate patients, they would like basically knock out or put them under like these
Anesthesia,
drugs
yeah.
that just basically like didn't put them down but just made them unconscious.
Yeah.
And they would just throw them in a cremator.
That's insane.
That is insane. I can't fathom that. 3 women were rumored to have hung themselves off the water tower, and 1 woman was rumored to have hung herself off the tall oak tree standing outside of the facility. So I've got a story about Fairview.
Okay.
Me and my buddy Ian and Jordan, shout out the creators. We went there with a couple other friends. I won't expose them, but because I know Ian and Jordan don't care. But we went there and
Allegedly.
we climbed the water tower.
I've always wanted to climb it.
Climbed the water tower, and I didn't know this at the time, but the same water tower we climbed like 100, 200 feet on top of
Is
where 3 women in the 1900s hung themselves on with bed sheets.
That's crazy.
With bed sheets.
I
'cause
didn't
they
know
didn't
that.
have anything else.
When I went, I wanted to climb it, but they were covered in
we got caught.
blackberry bushes, so I couldn't get to
we
the
went through
ladders.
it. We went through 'em.
It was like 4 feet deep, so I was
Yeah. We just went through it because we
Yeah.
wanted to climb it so bad. Yeah, we got beat up a little bit. But
I was in like a t-shirt and shorts. I wasn't trying to. But
we were in pants and stuff. We were prepared, dude. We were prepared. We knew what we were getting into.
That's
But-
crazy. I
Yeah,
didn't know
and then
that.
They have patrol officers going around the thing, but he was in like a car that did not look like a cop car. So I'm sure they do that on purpose.
Anymore, they're tearing it down now.
Yeah.
So there's no more like security or anything up there. It's all construction people are up there a lot now.
Yep,
So
'cause they're tearing it
report
down.
you. It's
But we got caught. The cops were taking their rounds around it or whatever, and they turned their lights on and they had a PA and they're like, "Get down now," blah blah blah. So me and Jordan are up there like 200 feet. So now we're like embarrassed.
Yeah.
So Ian and our other buddies like started booking it, just gone. They're gone. And then me and Jordan climbed down the water tower, and they're like, "All right, what are your guys' names?" And then Jordan, dude, freaking Jordan is a legend. He looked up the guy that technically owns the
property?
the property. And then I don't remember what the guy's last name was, but for example, let's say it was Smith, right?
yeah.
Jordan goes, "Yeah, I'm Jordan Smith." And then he goes, "Yeah, my dad's so-and-so." And they go, "Oh, really?" Dude,
That's legendary.
That definitely got us away from being in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's like a felony. It's felony
He go-
trespassing.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, we just wanted to check it out. I never really saw it or got a chance to step foot on property." And he goes, "All right, well, we do have to take your names and take a photo, but we'll let you guys go." But I also have heard that other people, they just take their picture and let them
Yeah,
leave.
it's too much. It's
It's too much paperwork.
it's too much
I'm
paperwork
sure.
for these cops to do with some dumb high school kids messing
Yeah,
around, not
yeah.
really doing anything.
So
wrong.
they took our picture. I just said my name was Carson James. I mean, my name's technically Carson Helt, but I just go by Carson James now, anyways. But yeah. So
Dang. Yeah.
so we like gave them not fake names, but fake names pretty
Yeah.
much. And then, but yeah. So it was, and then after that, when I found out that 3 girls hung themselves with bed sheets, I was like, dude. I was up there. I was on that thing.
So many people have
nuts.
know
yeah.
the Fairview exists and the weird stuff, but people don't know what happened there.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch more. High end. Oh yeah. And they built apartment complexes like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, literally like right next door on the property.
Uh-huh.
It's literally like Salem and Kaiser. There's like barely a border between Salem and Kaiser. It's not even you can't even see it. You just cross a border. Like it's like
It's
an
just
imaginary border.
It's
you
just
know what
like
I mean?
yeah, it's right across the field basically.
Yeah. No, it's not even across the
That's-
field.
yeah, it's like-
it's
it's-
literally
yeah.
they literally took a chunk of Fairview's grass and plowed it down and put apartments on there,
Yeah,
dude.
it's crazy.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Let me see if I can find
People
more
in
stuff.
Salem believe that Fairview is like the most haunted place in Salem.
Absolutely.
It's super sketchy.
And then so they closed it on March 1st, 2000, and the last patient to leave was left February 1st of 2000.
Dang.
And they closed it.
This
They
stuff was
closed it down a
happening
month later.
Like 20 years ago. That's crazy that these human rights violations were just.
That's why it was the last patient because
Yeah.
no one wanted to go there.
Yeah.
And this was when it got rebranded. So it got rebranded in 1999. There's a documentary about it. So it's crazy because at one point the facility raised its own livestock and grew their own garden of vegetables and other foods to feed the residents and patients.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's kind of scary at the same time because like how well were the animals taken care of? What really were they growing? What were they actually feeding them? Were they doing it like the way they should? But it is kind of cool to think about. It was hogs, chickens, dairy, and beef cattle, and then giving them ham, bacon, sausage, eggs, broiler chickens, and pork chops. That's what I have on the notes section because that's just what I read. And they had 9 cottages. A commitment law was passed in 1917 that no one under 5 years of age was allowed to be in or treated in the facility. And I can't remember why. There was something crazy about that, and I can't remember why. Oh! I remember why. It's kind of it's bad. I'm not gonna talk about it, but parole for the residents of Oregon State Institution of the Feeble-Minded was established, and this included 5 requirements. So, if you were going into the Oregon State Hospital as a patient, you had to have a bond filed by the residents or your guardian or overseer. The guardian's net worth had to be over $1,000, and they had to have been an Oregon resident for over 6 months. The prisoner, they had to be sterilized.
Yeah. So at Fairview, they had conducted a ton of wanted sterilizations and abortions.
Unlawful too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just did it because if you were there, that's what their rules were. No matter what the state
you
or
weren't gonna
the
have
government
kids.
said. Yeah. So for men, they would tie your tubes or whatever.
That's for women.
I don't know, dude. I'm a dummy. I'm literally I'm an idiot. I'm the dumbest person I know.
Vasectomies.
I know, Kieran. I'm stupid. I understand.
Women hysterectomies.
Whatever. Cut the whatever it is.
And they aborted a lot of babies too.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So that place is super haunted, super scary, super disgusting.
Netflix should make a movie
hook
about
me up. Me and my buddy Ian, made by Ian. Shout out Ian. Thank you for the logo and everything. I don't know why the screen's messed up. But we had an idea that, we'd never pitch it to Netflix, but it was always been like that back in the back of our head, like, dude,
documentary.
Like, what if Netflix?
Have you ever?
What if Netflix really made a freaking show or a movie about Fairview, Salem? That'd be so cool. That'd be such a good show. That would be such a good show.
You know the movie?
That would be so awesome.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, it was filmed at the
filmed not at Fairview, but at the other.
It was the Oregon State Hospital. The mental hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see. It looks a little different now, but
yeah.
Yeah.
When you got caught, was it at what time of
it was like midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe a little earlier than that. No, it was like 11 or 12. I think it was like 11.
Is that the only time you've ever been out there?
Yeah. Because then they said if they caught us again, that it's a federal fine and we could spend up to 5 years in jail.
Yeah.
That's what they told us.
Which might be true.
Might be true, or it might just be a scare tactic.
I've been out there twice. The first time was in 8th grade.
Jeez, you were young, dude.
Well, I was
like sophomore year.
They do skating at the hoop, right?
Right.
And one of my friends was having like a birthday party skating at the hoop.
You guys just dipped.
And we left because it's literally right there, right behind the hoop, Salem. So,
wow.
It's like less than a 2-minute walk. So it's right there.
Yeah.
And so, it was me, and I was trying to be the tough guy in front of all these girls.
I forgot it was right by the hoop. Sorry.
And we walked up this the little hill by the road. Mm-hmm. Like you drive by the road and there's trees and you can't really see it.
You know that big cement pipe? That's the cremation center.
No.
Yes.
That's sketchy.
The one you walk right past to go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's what
sketchy.
that is. It's nuts.
So I walked up.
Jordan knows a lot more about it than I do.
That's crazy. I walked up to one of the buildings and all these girls were like, "No, Kieran, don't." And I knocked on the door and they're all freaking out. I was like, not really.
People have gone inside of it. They've gone inside and spray painted
during the day.
Ruined it.
I went with some friends, and during the day, middle of the day, I wasn't trying to go at night. and we walked around in all the buildings, and
That's what I didn't get
it was
to do.
really cool. Like, there's
Did
spray
it
paint
Did
everywhere.
it just feel eerie?
It wasn't that bad at night, and I was with friends, so like we were.
At day or at night?
It was a day. That wasn't
the
as,
day,
at night. It was kind of eerie, but the day it wasn't that bad. But we tried to go in as many buildings as we could because they were tearing them all down, and we knew that this was our last chance. And I was thought, but we were
because it's been rumored to be.
Yeah.
They're tearing it down for like the last like.
Yeah,
10
they've been doing
years
it slowly.
My mom said like when I was a little kid, they said that they were going to tear it down.
Yeah.
But-
So we went in and we walked around, and there's a lot of weird things that like. I don't know. It was just the layouts of buildings were really weird.
Yeah, it's very, very, very like spread apart and
Yeah.
awkward. Because
Yeah.
they had the cottages. I still don't know what those cottages were for. They had 9 of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was for the workers to
Maybe
stay
they
in.
lived there.
Maybe the workers lived there. I didn't know if it was made for maybe like the good or not the good, but like the well-behaved
Patients.
patients or the patients.
Prisoners, whatever
Yeah,
they're called.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really call it. No, you can call them patients.
Yeah.
Like prisoners.
Prisoners and patients. I don't
Yeah.
even know, dude.
The inmates.
But
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joaquin gave us a signal. Run out of time. New card.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fairview's nuts, guys. Check, Google it and read up on it. It's so interesting. I don't read. I'm stupid, and I read a lot about it.
okay, this is a little bit of a lighter note. So, what superpower would you have?
What superpower would I like to have? Well, I think Charlie Puth has a great superpower, and it's called perfect pitch, and I wish I had it.
Aw,
Do you know what?
that
do you know-
was so sweet.
Do you know what
Carson.
perfect pitch is, dude?
It's the movie.
This guy's an idiot.
With Fat Amy.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Kieran. I love you, dude, but oh
They
my
sing the
gosh.
songs with no music, and they're like, "You make those
Joaquin's
noises with your
dying.
mouth."
Joaquin's dying. No, do you not? What's
Joaquin
perfect
is
pitch?
losing it over here.
What's perfect pitch?
It's like being able to hit the right notes always without. Ever,
Okay,
like,
there you go.
yeah,
It only took 2 times.
It's
It's that movie with what's her name? Anna Kendrick in
they
it.
do the cup song in it.
It's like
I got my
Cats,
ticket
dude.
for the
It's
long
like
way
Cats.
round.
Oh my gosh.
I've actually never seen any of those movies.
You're not missing out.
Okay.
But
So you wanna be in one of those movies? That's your superpower?
no. Just perfect pitch. It'd be kind of cool. But if it was like a superpower, I want to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the best superhero out there. Iron Man's dope too, but
So
Spider-Man's
reflexes. Iron Man's not a superhero.
That's what I was kind of he's a superhero, and the fact that he's very, very, very smart.
Yeah,
But like
he's a
with-
suit.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a suit.
The suit has all the
Like
power.
he's a superpower or not superpower.
Iron Man.
He's a superhero.
Yeah.
He's not a superhuman.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's a
He
superhuman.
doesn't have superpowers, but he's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He's just a dude with a nice brain.
Yeah. Elon Musk.
Yep. He's
Um,
Elon Musk in the Marvel world.
So you want those like
I
spider-like
want to
reflexes?
fling.
You want to be able to climb
I don't
buildings?
care about climbing as much as or the strength as much as like the webs.
You just want the webs.
If I could have the webs and the strength, I'm good.
Mm.
But if I could be the whole package deal, Spider-Man, like wrap it all up in one, give it to me, dude. Give me that spider bite, dude. I love to be
I can see you
Spider-Man.
getting a Spider-Man tattoo.
I wanted one for a long time.
Please,
For a long time.
Please do everyone in the world a favor and don't.
I want to get. I see. Now you make me want one. Why are you doing this? You know what I should get? I should get a Pitch Perfect tattoo. You dummy. You stupid.
A perfect pitch tattoo?
A Pitch Perfect tattoo. The movie, dude.
Just get a picture of Fat Amy like on your
I
sholders.
should get a picture of you on my shoulder.
Aww.
With the face that you made when I scared you. I'll put it up again. Freaking. That's what you look like.
My superpower
That's so funny.
is very nerdy.
Oh my.
I would like to
gosh.
have molecular kinesis.
What is that? What?
So like you've heard of like telekinesis, being able to move things with your mind.
Yeah, I'm about to.
But like
throw you
molecular
out the door with my
kinesis
mind.
is you can move molecules with your mind. It's like you can move things all the way down to molecules. So literally, you can have basically any superpower you wanted. You can move the molecules around you so you could fly. You could bend anything you wanted. You could
Okay,
shapeshift and
That's
transform.
sick. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Everything I said about you being an idiot, I don't take back because you are. But what you now that you explain
Yeah.
it, it's still cool.
That's kind of a cheat code superpower because you literally
That
get
is,
basically any
'cause
superpower
you
you
can do
want.
anything you want. What's your weakness then?
Well,
I wonder what your weakness would be if you had something like that. Because, I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. It's all
don't
made
know.
up stuff. But logistically speaking,
probably something with like light. I feel like.
with light? How?
I don't know.
With molecules?
Because like a
Light bulb.
laser.
It kills you. Light bulb kills your superpower.
Yeah, or like time or something. Yeah.
Oh. So Joaquin's saying, like, if someone stopped time, then you couldn't move molecules?
Yeah, I'd be
That makes
frozen
sense.
in different. I'd be like dispersed. It'd be like, freaking.
Mm.
I don't feel so good anymore,
Like,
Mr.
like,
Stark.
like Willy Wonka, remember? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
That's really a horror movie.
It honestly is. That's an LSD, dude. That's an LSD trip.
What were you gonna say about the?
But, remember, like, in the old one? I think they did it in the new one. I don't remember. I watched the old one more. The
Yeah.
original.
Me too.
And how the kid stands there, and they said they could export chocolate bars to any section
Oh
of the
yeah.
world. And then he stands on the thing, and then it, like, transfers the kid, and then he's super tiny in the TV, and then what happened when he came back out? They had to stretch him, right?
Yeah, they had to
like
fix
Laffy
him.
Taffy. I'll put that clip up here. It's so funny. But yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Gloop.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Depp, dude. I love Johnny Depp. He was the new Willy Wonka. The old Willy Wonka passed away.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
I feel really bad, like I'm disrespecting him by not knowing his name, but
Okay, another great
it's a
superhero
great movie. I grew up
who
watching
just
it.
passed away actually is the guy who invented copy and paste. Just died like last week.
Hit Control V for that man.
Hit Control V in the comments on our Instagram.
Yeah.
So we can see
So we
what
can
you
see what you
posted
said.
in
If it's
remembrance of
anything
the guy
dirty,
who.
please keep it to yourself. Yeah. That's
That's a superpower. Copy and paste.
that's a superpower.
It's clutch.
Spider-Man.
Joaquin,
Spider-Man is the best.
What would your superpower be?
Come on, Joaquin.
I like being places a lot.
He likes being in places a lot. He says.
Being in places.
Just
So
teleportation be like
Teleport. You'd teleport.
Like teleportation.
That'd be pretty cool too.
be in Peru, be in Argentina, come back,
Yeah.
Because I couldn't.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
transport to Peru, just get some food, and come back.
Yeah.
like, all right, I'll be right back.
But
Get your mom's cooking
if
real
you
quick.
can transport can you transport the clothes you're wearing? Could you transport the stuff in your hand, or would you just
Would it literally just
would
be
you
your
just
body?
teleport there and then you just be butt naked?
You just transport into your mom's kitchen, butt naked, and all this. Where did you come from?
I want mom's cooking. I wonder what she's got on her leftovers in Peru. He's just there, just butt naked, dude.
If you couldn't take stuff with you, then
Uh-huh.
I would just go to bathrooms in like
You can
Okay.
only teleport to bathrooms
To
and
bathrooms?
stores. You can just run
Then
outside,
where are you
grab
gonna
some
get the
clothes.
clothes?
no, like clothes stores,
He just transports to the JCPenney's bathroom,
Well, I guess you could literally just transport straight into like a
changing room.
into a changing room. No, straight into a like I don't know, like H&M, right? You grab whatever's on that doll real quick and then transport right into the or teleport
Yeah,
right
I
into
guess
the
if you're
fitting room.
transporting, it's
You can
basically
just
like
teleport
super
straight.
speed.
Yeah, it's kind of like super speed. Like the girl in X-Men that just goes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then again, transport to grab the clothes, and you transport into the changing room. You would know the clothes when you went to the changing room.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem.
I'm dumb. I'm so stupid. Yeah, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man's it.
Please pray for Carson.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's just
I'm
stupid.
stupid.
We worry about Carson.
I don't, dude.
Uh,
I'll live till I'm 50.
someone one
Maybe.
time asked,
That's my life expectancy for being so stupid.
one time someone asked me. It was one of my youth pastors came to my church or my school, and he was asking this question: "What's the most useless superpower you could have?" And someone said watch paint dry, or like you could see paint dry instantly, or like every time you poop you fly, or something like that. Like what's a random, like you can only see through walls, but if they're made of glass, just like random superpowers that like don't make any sense.
That's funny. I've never heard that. See through walls.
people, the audience, send you
Ooh, that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah. So
send us what superpower you guys would have, or put it.
go on our
comment-
Instagram and
Comment
comment.
on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it next time. See what we got.
See what the most interesting superpower is. See if you can top molecular kinesis.
Yeah. If someone does,
I'll be impressed.
I'll be impressed.
I've thought about that a lot.
Molecular kinesis. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to tell my dad about that. He's a superhero nerd. Dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His left arm right arm, left arm. Anyways, one of his
His left
arms.
arm shoots webs.
I wish. Because then it would be freaking. What's that word where it's like passed down? It's not genes,
Genetic?
but yeah, it'd be genetic. So then I'd have it. Stop making fun of me, dude. Oh man.
I'm laughing at him.
You guys are all laughing at me. I don't care what you say. But yeah, then it'd be genetic, and then I'd be Spider-Man. But it's cool because as Spider-Man, I could sling my webs and go anywhere I want. But then I reach the coastline, and I'm screwed. I'd be stuck in the U.S.
What is the movie called with the superheroes and they have the kids and it's like superhero high school?
Oh, Sky High.
Sky High. That's such a good
Sky High
movie.
is legit. Dude, and Ella Enchanted. Ella Enchanted and
Carson's
Hathaway,
still
dude.
obsessed with Ella Enchanted.
Dude, I did. I watched it when I got home. I watched it when I freaking got home, and you know what? I enjoyed it. It was great. Yeah, no, Sky High is awesome. That was probably one of the coolest movies growing up.
Comment below your favorite superhero movie and what superpower you'd want to have.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for us, though. We're running out of time.
Dude, Sky High. Holy crap. I forgot it. I didn't forget about it, but I haven't really thought about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to watch it. Sky High. Let's watch it. Sky
All right,
High,
guys.
dude.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Wildcard Podcast.
Yeah, the
I'm
podcast
Kieran,
where-
this is Carson.
Yeah, where he makes fun of me all the time. for
Carson
being
scares me in the
stupid.
bathroom.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Catch you next time.
Bye.
The Wildcard Podcast.